I have traveled from Riyadh to Rajahmundry. A better namaskar, please. Namaskar. Right. So, people see this as the last session, everybody will be energyless. That's a negative way of looking at it. Positive way of looking at it is, before you touch the spirit, I will give you the spirit. So that's how we are going to enjoy the evening. And I don't know why they have to send the women for some other entertainment. I am known as item boy of entrepreneurship world. And I think sending ladies out when an item boy is on the stage is not the right thing to do. All right. So let us enjoy the next whatever time available. I am late. In one picture, Rajinikanth was asked, Mr. Rajini, are you late? No, I am the latest. So I'm here to put you into some kind of energy. My name is Velumani. Please note, my father was intelligent enough to name as value money. And the story is how a boy from a small village got into National Stock Exchange, how a mathematician disrupted the medical industry, how a scientist became a most powerful entrepreneur, how a boy who came with 500 rupees in his pocket to Mumbai and took a single check of 5,000 crore after 40 years of journey. So these are the few things. And if your friends are standing out, having their coffee, please WhatsApp and call them in. Otherwise, they will miss what a wonderful fun you can have in the evening. I am from Coimbatore and Naidu. And I don't know to speak Telugu. It's a Tamilized Telugu. I don't want to confuse you. Is my English simple enough? It's a vernacular English. Fortunately, I was born in a village because people who are born in villages are having enormous intelligence. Because in villages, from morning to evening, only problem solving. Trust me, if you want your children to have an MBA, please send them to your village. There is no theory, it's all practicals. Fortunately, I was poor. Look at it, the combination. Fortunately from a village, fortunately poor. Lucky are those who are born to poor because they have nothing to lose in life. They can take quick decisions, fast decisions, powerful decisions. खोने के लिए कुछ है ही नहीं तो डरना क्या बात है? My mother was a very bold lady. She had 5 children, no income. My father was neither an employee nor an employer. Mind you, she reared 2 buffaloes, 10 liters of milk a day, 1 rupee a liter, 70 rupees a week, and that's all she had. She never asked for favors, borrowed from anyone, begged from anyone. She made sure all her children were Madras University graduates. And she made sure all her children were Bombay University graduates also, postgraduates also. I think today morning, one of the speakers was telling, a lady who had 4 girls made all of them doctors. Trust me, women have a very unique power, and those who have understood have become more powerful. Those days, Tamil Nadu had wonderful chief ministers, past tense. Mr. Kamraj was the then chief minister who brought meals to the schools. Had he not been there, meals would have not come to school and I would have not gone to school. So whenever I get a mic, thank you, Mr. Kamraj. I can write of course, I studied in Tamil medium school, one class teacher, one classroom, and 5 classes. No Horlicks, no Bonvitas, no school bus, no parent-teacher association, no atlas, no dictionary, no Baiju. Trust me, I'm very powerful only because I studied only in vernacular medium. Punchline, English is a language. English is not knowledge. English is a language. English is not knowledge. Qualification is qualification. Qualification is not knowledge. Experience is experience. Experience is not knowledge. Knowledge only is knowledge. Right. So, I scored 200 out of 200 in mathematics in 12th standard. I didn't have money to go to engineering because there was 5-year course. My father told me to join a 3-year course. And he found BCom had 4 letters. BSc had only 3 letters. BCom was 300 rupees fees. BSc was 400 rupees fees. So he made me to join BCom. 1 month I was a BCom student. One Dr. K.R. Karthikeyan, who is now no more, he was seeing me in a commerce building. 200% mathematics, yes? Yes, sir. No engineering? No, sir. Why? Poor, sir. Why no chemistry? Poor, sir. He didn't understand that 300, 400 is a big difference. When I explained, he took out 100 rupees from his pocket and took me from the commerce building to the science building. Agar wo nahi hota, main BSc nahi banta, MSc nahi banta, scientist nahi banta, storyteller nahi banta. So thank you, Dr. Karthikeyan. So 1978, a BSc first class. Coimbatore is supposed to be an entrepreneurial city, lot of industries, lot of companies, lot of factories. I went for interview. In all first 50 interviews, I failed. Everybody asked the same stupid question. Do you have experience? Gade. April महीना में एग्जाम खत्म हुआ. जून महीना में एक्सपीरियंस मैं कहां से लाऊं? It's almost like sitting in front of a girl whom you are likely to get married and asking her, कितना बच्चा है तुम्हारा? In 1978 itself, I took a decision. अगर मैं एक दिन खुद का कंपनी चलाऊंगा, वहां सिर्फ फ्रेशर को ही लूंगा, एक्सपीरियंस को नहीं लूंगा. And trust me, I have employed 15,000 freshers. 15,000 freshers in my journey. So, Coimbatore rejected. I was dejected, and then I ejected. So left 1982, August 18, Jayanti Janata Express, Kanyakumari to Bombay via Coimbatore, S9 coach, 41 berth number. 500 rupees in my body, not in the pocket. 100 rupees here, 100 rupees here, because I should not lose in pickpocket. Landed in VT railway station like a dawn. Trust me, lucky are those who are born to poor, because success in life is a delta. Delta is equal to x2 minus x1. X1 was where you were, x2 is where you are. For a poor, x1 is 0. And I started my journey from railway platform. There is nothing to lose. If you can sleep in a railway platform, you have nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Fortunately, I got BRC job. Baba Atomic Research Center gave me a job. And Lady Luck smiled. I am now in a new platform. अच्छा नौकरी मिला तो अच्छा छोकरी भी मिला. My father-in-law was in love with me. She was working with State Bank of India. So he wanted me to marry her. I was scared to marry a Bombay girl. So I refused. But he insisted I must have a look. and there is nothing you have to spend for having a look, right? So I went, saw the girl, didn't like. Came back, telling that, kabar dega. But if I don't go back, he must understand I'm not interested, right? But then father-in-laws never have ego, at least until his daughter gets married. See, now many are clapping hands. Right. But then after seeing the girl, I told my landlady, a Maharashtrian lady, agar uncle aayega to bol do, main andar nahi hu. 5 times he managed. 6th time he came. She told, you manage, I can't now do that. I sat in front of him, very cute face, my father-in-law. After seeing the girl, you can't say that I don't like the girl. But if you say I don't want marriage, that is the meaning. So I thought I'm a mathematician, I take very quick decisions. I decided I will talk to the girl again and discourage her so that she tells the father, I don't want this boy. So I asked him, can I talk to her for an hour? Yes. Nariman Point, Mumbai, State Bank of India, head office, 14th floor. And I'm sitting in front of her for an hour. How many minutes are there in an hour? 55 minutes I only talked. And 5 minutes absolute silence was there. I decided I must marry her. Have you ever seen a girl silent for 1 full hour? That too in front of a boy who was likely to marry. Guys, you want to know in 55 minutes what I talked? I can tell you in 55 seconds. Look, I don't have a house, paying guest, always paying guest. Understood? In my village, there is a house, but there is no toilet. Understood? I am the eldest son for my parents, so all responsibilities yours. Understood? I am the eldest brother for my siblings. All their marriage is your responsibility. Understood? For our marriage, I don't have money. Understood? And you spending for my marriage should not be known to your father. Do you think any girl will agree? She agreed and we got married. 2 children. 2 more degrees. I came to Mumbai with only a BSc and I was nice to my boss and my boss was nice to me. Don't ever always tell my boss is very bad, my boss is very bad. If you are nice to your boss, he has to be nice to you. So he made me to do MSc and PhD, both in thyroid biochemistry, within 14 years, all increments in time, all promotions in time, very happy life, married happy life, very good job. That time my mind said, comfort zones or danger zones. Comfort zones or danger zones. मैं अपने आप से पूछा कि जीने आया या जीतने आया. जीना तो कोयम्बतूर में जी सकता था, मुंबई तक आया तो जीतना है. बड़ा बनना है या बुड्ढा बनना है? बुड्ढा तो अपने आप होता है, वो भी सरकार नौकरी में जल्दी होता है. बड़ा बनना है तो रिस्क लेना है. क्या करना है? रिस्क लेना है. You all must be wondering what are all things went in my mind within half an hour, 1 hour time. I took decision without even discussing with my wife. In life, either you can discuss or you can decide. You can't do both. If you discuss, you can never decide. And if you have decided, there is no need to discuss. So what made Velumani to give up the government job, gazetted officer post at an age of 37 when his son was 5 years, his daughter was 3 years? Number one, all had houses, all had EMI. I did not have EMI at all. Number one. You want to know what is heaven? Heaven is clutter-free brain, fear-free heart, EMI-free life. So I did not have an EMI. Second point, my closing balance was 2 lakh rupees and 2 lakh rupees in 1995 is equal to 2 crore rupees today. And my monthly expenditure was 5,000. 2 lakh rupees, 5,000 months, 40 months family is safe. Tick number 2. Please risk you. Don't risk your family. This is an advice for many. Third, my wife is working with State Bank of India. Decided, resigned, went home, did not tell in the dinner table. In the night, 2 o'clock, I told my wife, I have resigned. Until that time, she was horizontal. Then she became vertical. She looked at my eyes for a few minutes and she said, if you don't go to office from tomorrow, even I will not go. Damki, रात को 2 बजे, मैं तो सलमान खान हूँ, एक बार डिसीजन लेता हूँ, खुद का भी नहीं सुनता हूँ. So I told her, until that time I was horizontal, then I also became vertical. And I told her, chalo, saath jiyenge, saath marenge. I and my wife did not go to office from that day. Is that clear? This is known as romance with risk. Not ulta. Romance with risk. The biggest risk you take, you will become very powerful. Having said that, I had done my MSc and PhD both in biochemistry, both in thyroid biochemistry, and I had insights of thyroid testing. And thyroid testing those days was imported from Europe, the reagents. It was very costly. Atmanirbhar sabd aaj aaya. हम तभी भी आत्मनिर्भर रिसर्च करते थे. What was 150 rupees? What was 150 rupees? If made in India was only 30 rupees. This was my research. Everybody was wondering to look for increments, promotions, and foreign trips. I was thinking everybody is buying at 150 and selling it at 600. Why can't I sell it at 200 rupees when my cost is only 30 rupees? I disrupted the complete Indian diagnostic industry by a very different way of thinking. Since many of you must be entrepreneurs or businessmen, listen to what I have done. It is a very powerful disruption. Number one, insights, low pricing. Please price low if you are an entrepreneur, because there is no company on this earth closed down because you have priced it low. All companies closed down are closed down. In spite of pricing it higher, you could not make profits. Price it low. Second thing, innovate. You know, in Coimbatore, there is a brand called Annapurna, where one kitchen, 10 restaurants. This man ran a cloud kitchen in 1975. One kitchen, 10 restaurant. Trust me, pathology laboratory also can be run like that, where sample is collected is restaurant, where test is done in kitchen, and I created one kitchen for Mumbai. It worked. Pune, Nasik, Surat, 3 hours train journey, it worked. Delhi, Calcutta, Chennai, 3 hours air journey, it worked. For the entire 1.4 billion population, I had a single laboratory, which was first time in the history of diagnostic industry. I have done a Ola. Until I came into picture, thyroid testing machine was standing for 22 hours, running for 2 hours, like taxis. Today, thyroid testing machines are running 24 hours. Punchline. A standing machine is a liability. A running machine is an asset. Please run the machine 24 hours. You will find profits. I have done a McDonald's. McDonald's doesn't give you masala dosa. I did biochemistry, not pathology. I did biochemistry, not microbiology. So focused only on biochemistry. Biochemistry is scalable, numerical, scalable, idiot-proof, cash cow. And I took it very fast, very early, and I have done lot of innovations. I also have created an Amazon. Go to website, order for Thyrocare test. Next day morning, my man will come to your door to collect the specimen. In 10 countries in the world, this is happening. I can keep on telling. I think the evening has been very little given to me, so I will just take the essence of it. I have never employed experienced. The company has never borrowed a single rupee from anyone else. The company never took money from anyone else. Without money, the company has grown from somewhere in 25 years, every year, 25% compounded annual growth rate. In the entire world, India is cheapest. in healthcare. In entire India, I am cheapest, and I had 40% profit entire 25 years without any difficulty. I didn't want to dilute, but investors wanted to buy my stock. I raised the rate, they agreed to pay. 400 crore, I diluted 25%, not for money, for fun. At 1,200 crore valuation, I diluted another 10%, again not for money, only for fun. Then the guys wanted to go out, they wanted an IPO, and my family did not want me to agree for an IPO because IPO means a lot of janjat. But I told my family, look, I left Coimbatore only for thrill. I married a Bombay girl only for a thrill. I left a government job only for a thrill. I accepted private equity inside only for a thrill. And I want to do IPO only for a thrill. Trust me, the company had got 75 times subscribed when it came for an IPO in 2016. Unfortunately, did I use this word so far? I lost my wife just 6 months before my IPO. And only 6 months before her death, we came to know she had grade 4 pancreatic cancer. She was the most powerful lady. I told you I didn't want to marry. And I must tell you, she made me MSc, she made me PhD, she taught me Hindi, Marathi, Gujarati. She made me scientist, she made me entrepreneur, and she made me storyteller. Please give a round of applause to that most powerful lady one can imagine. So the company was listed at $500 million, and I lost my wife, and I lost my direction. Trust me, one more punchline. If your spouse trusts you, your energy is 10x. If your spouse doubts you, the energy is 0.1x. And I had lost my direction completely. 5 years, no growth, it got stuck. I didn't know what to do. I cannot run the company without her. Fortunately, sorry for this word, fortunately COVID came. COVID made all hospitals richer, all laboratories richer. My turnover was 1 crore per annum 1 year back. Peak of COVID, it became 2 crore per day. Sorry, 1 crore per day became 2 crore per day. My stock price was 500 per share. It became 1,200 per share. Company was $500 million, has become $1 billion. And somebody came and asked me, I want your company. And I was extremely happy somebody is coming and asking. And I must tell you here, when the company touched $1 billion valuation, I had 65% stock in my hand, and I took a decision within half an hour, and I decided, and I have exited. 18 months back, I have exited. Trust me, it was not an easy decision. But as I think somebody was telling, previous speaker, king or the pawn, it is a game of chess. You have to go and don't keep holding on it. So I have exited, a very happily exited man, a man worth $1 billion, and I felt I must go to Rajahmundry because I was invited by Tikuji and I was invited by District 3020, and I have extreme happy to have spent the entire day learning. In fact, I was thinking, is it worth going to Rajahmundry for this trip? The entertainment program which was on this stage is worth even traveling to 1,000 kilometers. Wonderful one. But let me conclude before I say bye for the evening. Every successful man has a lady behind, but every failed man has many ladies behind. I had 2 ladies behind my success. One, as I said, it was my mother, who kept my intestine alive until I was 25. The second one was my wife. As I said, she created a great man out of ordinary man. And let me tell you, when they announced that ladies should go for an entertainment, I was feeling bad for my last punchline, which I always put it. When men are successful, when men are successful, families prosper. But when women are successful, societies prosper. So I once again thank District 3020, and I also thank all of you for, I think when I started talking, the hall was only half. Now almost 90% full. Thank you once again. I enjoyed the evening, and I will be around until tomorrow noon. If anybody feels anything I can be of interest, please do connect with me, and I will be extremely happy to answer. If you have questions, please have questions and come to me. Thank you once again. Bye. Am I a good storyteller? Oh, if you are having children, please make sure they become a storyteller. Because only storyteller can become successful. And if the story is very good, he can even become the Prime Minister of the country.
Sir, what an inexplicable speech that you have given, sir. We are very inspired by the life of yours, and we have learnt a lot. We have, today we have learned that being poor is also very fortunate. Thank you, sir. Thank you for a very inspired speech. As the performance of dance is so excellent, your words are so exceptional, sir. And there's one question from the audience.
I have a small doubt, not doubt. When you have a 500 rupees, went to Bombay and make it a 4,000 check. Now with 4,000, what you want to do?
You want to know what I want to do?
Yes.
Okay, I don't want to eat. Don't want to spend. I want it to be left for someone who deserves it. I don't know who it is. By law, it goes to my children, right? But my children, okay, I want all of you to understand, the most important aspect why I become very powerful is a single word, frugality. Frugality means you don't spend unnecessarily. I have still not gone in a club class. I have still not bought a house. Is that clear? So, my children are more frugal than I am. My wife was most frugal. So, I am not going to consume. But having said that, I ask for the mic for only one thing. Without knowing without understanding what the previous speaker was speaking on, it's very near yet so far, right? I ask for a 1 lakh rupee for some other social service organization from this organization. I feel bad for it. So what I'm going to do, wherever I go for my next talk, I will ask and I will give back to this organization so that you can help more children to get more vaccinated and get polio bit closer. Thank you very much. And that is what I intend to do. But having said that, let me tell you, I have only retired but not tired. So some people ask me, sir, what are you going to do next? Why you want me to become pregnant again? But having said that, it is not that people become pregnant because they want to become pregnant. I might also again become pregnant. Thank you very much.